Welcome to the first episode of the Hornet Report. Buzzing in, I'm Siena Rampulla, and let's give a warm welcome to my new co-anchor.
Hi, I'm Jess D'Agostino, and I'm really excited to get started. So, Siena, another school year has begun. How's it going for you so far?
You know, all the excitement of junior year. Nothing really beats being an upperclassman. We have prom, can get involved in more clubs, we can drive.
Didn't you just get your permit?
My friends can drive me, and best of all, SATs.
Oh, I'm taking mine for the first time October 7th.
Oh, you better get that 1600.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, Siena, what stories do we have this week?
I'm glad you asked. First off, Michael Campanella checked out the club fair, and trust me when I say he really dressed for the occasion. Then Jack Sammut will return for the summer and fall buzz in Holmdel sports. And finally, you went around the school to interview the freshmen.
Sounds like a good episode to me. Also, for the first time on the Hornet Report, we will be discussing some news outside the nest, focusing on some major current events.
But wait, there's more. Along with me, Jess, and Jack, we have a new person on our team. Michael Campanella. Michael?
Thanks, Siena. Last Tuesday was Holmdel High School's annual club fair, showcasing many of the clubs and programs our school offers. The clubs came together in the gym looking for new members, and it was great to see how diverse our high school really is. Let's go take a closer look.
So what would attract somebody to the Culinary Arts Club?
Well, I think anyone interested in cooking or even just eating would have a great time in our club.
So what is the Safety Ambassadors Club?
So the Safety Ambassadors Club is a club where we go to village school kids, like first graders, and we teach them all about safety in and around cars, pedestrian safety, and things that they can do to help ensure that they don't get hurt.
So what would make somebody want to join this club?
Well, I mean, it's just the idea. You get to build a robot from the ground up. You know, you get to design it, build all the parts, and then you get to test it in like an actual situation. So that's why I joined.
What made you want to join this club?
Well, I was interested in technology. We got a lot of opportunities here. We got debating, we got science, technology, everything.
Why should somebody join the newspaper?
Well, it's a lot of fun, and you get to meet a lot of people in like different grades. And it's a good way to contribute to the school, you know, as part of the school. And you can interview staff members, the principals, and you get to know a lot of people. And I think it's a good thing to do all through high school.
So what are you looking for in the club?
Well, I'm mostly looking to express my feelings through photography, which is what I'm actually mostly interested in.
I'm looking forward to helping others and teaching younger kids and educating them.
Our annual club fair is truly a wonderful opportunity to see all of the clubs we have and what they are all about. There was truly something for everyone. Back to you, Siena and Jess.
Great story, Michael, and congrats on the position. Now over to Jack with the sports.
Thanks, Siena. It's great to be back. It's a new school year, which means one thing. All new, exciting sports stories. This week, I journeyed to the far corners of the Holmdel sports field to talk to the field hockey team and see how they are planning to tackle the season.
What's up, guys? It's Jack. I'm here at the field hockey field. It's a wonderful, warm autumn day, and I'm talking to the girls about their season and what they need to do to take it up a notch, Holmdel style. Let's go. Okay, so you guys played against SJV this year. You won 4-3. What is that win going to do for your confidence for the rest of the year?
Our confidence was really raised after that game because we've never won against them since 2013. It raised our confidence. We had a lot of momentum going into our next game, which is always good.
They've always been one of our biggest competitions, and it's kind of like an in-town rivalry for us. So we always wanted to beat them, and we finally did it this year. So it was really exciting.
Because of that extra confidence, because of that win, what do you think that'll do to the team? Do you think you guys could become a playoff team this year?
I think we do have the potential if we keep moving forward and succeeding in all of our games.
Yeah, I think it really showed us how much potential we have. We didn't really know until we played that game, but we saw what we can do, and we're all very excited.
I think that coming into this season, we knew our team was something special. We're really fast, and we have some talented attacking forwards on our team. We have some talented mids and some talented defenders. Overall, we're pretty strong. So going into SJV this year, we were more excited than we've been in the past, and it's been years since we've beat SJV there at their home field or home at our field. So it was a big turning point in our season.
I think the same. I think this team has a lot of potential that we need to work on and show off in our games, and if we do that, then we can definitely be really successful this year.
What are your own personal hopes and goals for the season?
I think mine is to keep working hard. We have more division games to come, and then obviously shore conference tournament and states after. So I think that to succeed in all of those will be my personal goal.
Early sprint! Now help her on the backside!
I hope we beat Raritan because they're one of our biggest rivals, and I hope we make the shore conference since we haven't since 2013.
To just keep a really good record this year. It's kind of a team goal, but just keep a really good record, get into states, and work as hard as we can, really, and just keep up what we've been doing.
I want us to play together as a team because individually we're all very good, but coming together and using the press the way it's intended to be used, it's a very powerful thing, and if we get that right, then we're going to be pretty tough to beat.
Thanks, girls. Hope you make the shore conference tournament. In other sports news, the football team is off to a fantastic start. The boys began the season 2-1 and are showing no signs of stopping. Recently, Holmdel hosted RFH, and we have all the highlights from that game.
Before the game, Holmdel students were selling wristbands to honor their brother, junior Jack Dowd, who died suddenly during a lacrosse match at Rutgers. All of the proceeds are going directly to the Dowd family and the Jack Dowd Scholarship Fund. Even the Rumson players were shaking hands with Jack's brother, Casey, during a pregame. A wonderful gesture by the Bulldogs. As for the game, Holmdel battled for 4 quarters. Alex Unansky, one of the top kickers in the shore conference, kicked a 28-yard field goal to cut the Rumson lead to 19-3. And how about quarterback Jess D'Agostino? He hooked it up with Mac Byrne on this 80-yard touchdown pass. That cut led to 24-10. In the end, Rumson won the game 40-24, but the Hornets were competitive compared to last year where they lost 49-0.
Also, the boys' soccer team is dominating as usual, starting off with a 7-0 record. The boys recently beat RFH 5-1, and we have the highlights from that game as well.
Before the game, players from both teams gathered on the field, as Rumson paid tribute once again to Holmdel junior Jack Dowd. Holmdel led 2-0 at the half, and they ran away with this game in the second half. Watch the sea of blue shirts as the Hornets attack. Justin McStay to Mark McStay, with a beautiful pass to Michael Neff, who knows how to find the back of the net. That made it 4-0 Hornets. Minutes later, here's another beautiful play by defender Tori Avatable. He intercepts the pass, and then Avatable finds a streaking Anton Arena with a beautiful through ball. Arena is one of the top scorers in the Shore Conference. He has 16 goals in 8 games. Holmdel won at 5-0. They have won their first 8 games of the season and are ranked 12th in the state.
I'm Jack Sammut, and that's the buzz in Holmdel sports.
Keep it up, Hornets! It's hard enough to start a new school year with new classes and new teachers, but as we all remember, it's even harder with a new school. Let's hear what the freshmen had to say about transitioning into high school.
Hey guys, it's Jess, and I'm going to be walking around the school and interviewing the freshmen to see how they're starting off in their first year in high school. Let's check it out. How is your freshman year starting off so far?
It's pretty fun. I like dance team and stuff like that.
What's your favorite thing about high school?
The food.
What food in particular?
The cookies.
Okay, you like the chocolate chip cookies? All right. Yeah, because the sprinkles are not as good, right? Okay. Okay, what's your favorite food that's offered in the cafe?
I don't know. I eat everything.
Okay. So how do you feel starting out in high school? You know, it's hard. How are you feeling about it?
It's a really scary experience, guys. I don't know how a lot of the upperclassmen do it. It's really hard, and there's just so much work. 8th grade was so easy.
Do you miss SATs?
Yes.
So do you like high school or do you not like it so far?
I mean, it's pretty cool. I like the freedom and stuff.
You're a freshman, just starting high school. How are you feeling?
It's really scary. All the senior guys are really big.
You're a freshman?
Very nice, yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Wunderschlagen.
What's your name?
Marquisio Rodriguez.
Okay, and how does it feel being a freshman in Holmdel High School?
It's very nice, I see a lot of friends and hang out with a lot of new people. Pretty cool.
What does Mr. Dino Velis teach?
I never heard of him.
Take a guess.
Social studies.
Yes, that's exactly what he teaches. What does Mr. Tuma teach?
I don't know who that is.
What does Miss Corboy teach?
Math.
Good. What does Mr. Dino Velis teach?
Art.
Who's scarier, the juniors or the seniors?
Definitely the juniors. Eva Jaroszewski is the scariest person I've ever met.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't feel really any of them are scary because usually sometimes when I see juniors, like they know my sister, so they say, hey.
I'm not scared. They're not intimidating me at all.
All right, so that was a word from our freshmen. We'll check in with them later in the year and see how they're doing. For now, back to you guys in the studio.
Awesome. Crazy to think that was us 2 years ago. Now it's time for our first ever Outside the Nest segment, where Jess and I will discuss some major current events. Jess, why don't you start us off?
Thanks, Sienna. First off, after a long campaign to end an oppressive policy prohibiting women in Saudi Arabia from driving, it was announced that beginning in June 2018, women will now be allowed to drive. Saudi Arabia hopes that this will benefit many assets of the country, especially the women's workforce, since they can now drive themselves to work. Sienna?
Nice, you go, girls. Sadly, Puerto Rico is in need of a lot of help after Hurricane Maria battered the island. Millions remain without power or clean water, and it may remain that way for several months. Back to you, Jess, for the last piece of news.
Lastly, there have been peaceful protests among some NFL players choosing to kneel during the national anthem. The hashtag #TakeTheKnee protest is intended to take a stand against racial injustice and has been claimed to avoid any disrespect to the, quote, country, flag, and military personnel, according to 49er safety Eric Reed. That's all we have for Outside the Nest and Inside the Nest.
Follow us on all of our social media. Our Instagram and Twitter is at HHS Hornet Report.
And our Snapchat is at Hornet Report.
Before we end our first show of the year, we have a little to say about our friend Jack Dowd.
As all of you know, the loss of Jack Dowd has been one suffered by the entire Holmdel community. It is now more important than ever that we come together as a family to preserve Jack's legacy and promote unity. A scholarship fund has been set up in Jack's name so his dedication to academics and devotion to excellence can live on in those he leaves behind.
Seeing you later. I'm Siena Rampulla.
And I'm Jess D'Agostino. Join us next week where we'll bring you the week's best at HHS.